Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Layer Cake. It's a movie starring Daniel Craig and a bunch of other British people. So, you know how, like, Unleashed with Jet Li, and then a bunch of other, like, very British movies, there's, like, the same kind of 10-ish actors that are very British. You're like, oh, I know that guy from that other British movie with the other British things going on. There's a bit of that going on. There's a bunch of those dudes in his, and that's not a bad thing. If you liked Snatch or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, like if you liked that kind of frenetic energy of things, I think that you'll like this movie. So Daniel Craig is some level of drug dealer, some lower mid level of drug dealer who's very successful in doing his thing, and then a complication ensues that complicates more things, and other people get involved, and just like him trying to uncomplicate the matters. So with this, from what I read in the trivia, basically how well Daniel Craig did this movie and acted and did his thing and like looked in a suit and all that jazz put him as like a shoo-in for being James Bond. So this is before he was James Bond, but it helped him get to be James Bond, and I could definitely see that with how his character acts. My main complaint with this is that it was kind of hard for me to tell who was where in what organization. Like, whose drugs were it? Who was working for who? Who wasn't working for who? Who knew about what thing were going on, or was just asking about other things, or who belonged to? There were so many different players, and they didn't, I think, adequately explain. Maybe it was just the accents, but they didn't adequately explain who's in charge of who knows what, who is or isn't related to who. And I know that some of it is part of the like mystery of like, well, how did this happen? And Daniel Craig's character is trying to figure this out, type of thing. Like, there is a bit of that, but it was just a bit confusing for me. But at the same time, it's not a big complaint for me because I didn't really care, because I was just enjoying the journey that we were on with the difficulties that our characters were having. So I enjoyed it, even when I wasn't entirely sure of all that other stuff going on. I was just like, yep, okay, so now that character is impacting that character now. Okay, now that character's doing this thing. Okay, so what's going on there? And just seeing how that all plays out. The other thing is that I didn't really understand Daniel Craig and the female love interest. That was one of those things where maybe it was on the cutting room floor that established their backstory, like maybe they knew each other beforehand or something, or what chemistry they had, or why they were doing their thing, like how they really got together, wasn't clear to me. It just seemed like there was plenty of other people, and then these two somehow were in bed, and I was just like, when did that happen? Okay, sure, I mean, cute couple, but I don't know. But other than that, I just enjoyed it. I don't know how I feel about the ending, so I think you'll either love it, hate it, or also not know how you feel about it. So, yeah, yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the movie overall, though, so I guess that kind of answers that question in a way. So, yeah, if you like fast-paced British people involved in drug trade with shit getting complicated and people just trying to make it, then, yeah, I think you'll enjoy this one. But, yeah, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Bye!